Good morning, everybody. My name is Zelda Wolf, and I just wanted to share a little bit with y'all about what I've been thinking about and what has been a very motivating factor in my education at this point. First of all, I think the church, the church, capital C, is not answering two questions very well. They're not answering. It's not answering the question of who is Jesus and what is Christianity. I don't think they're answering that very well inside the church, but certainly not doing that very well outside of the church. I think perhaps this is in a large part is a result of being biblically illiterate. It's no secret that we do live in a culture that is biblical illiterate. As a matter of fact, Barna Group did research over the last few years, and they had some extensive findings, which is very interesting, but it would be more appropriate to say it's alarming. They have found that Americans revere the Bible by and large, but they don't read it, and they have become a nation of biblical illiterates. They said that not only do Americans increasingly hold unorthodox and contradictory beliefs, but they hold these beliefs vigorously. Over the past 2 years, the strength of unorthodox convictions has grown. Of course, that you know what that sounds like. That sounds like pluralism, doesn't it? Like pluralism is seeping into the church even. And I think when we have a lack of understanding what the scriptures say and a lack of understanding theological content, it makes everyone more susceptible to false teachings, doesn't it? So I think the church has become very content with exchanging theological content that has been gathered by great minds and ministers over 2,000 years. They've exchanged that for experiencing Jesus in their hearts or having an experience with Jesus. I think maybe the church has exchanged a thorough Bible knowledge for like emotional high that you can find with self-help books at Lifeway. I mean, when was the last time that you browsed Lifeway and saw some of that material? Well, I think that while all of that's going on in the church, that the world is providing answers to those two questions. And they're doing this almost unchecked, aren't they? And I personally believe that unless the church can confidently charge back into the public square of academia and the public square in different domains, like she did before the Enlightenment period, that her voice will continue to be marginalized and irrelevant, the way that it looks in Europe at this time. And so I think that the American church needs to really invest in biblical literacy programs and teach theological content more than she does. So I think that maybe the church is making a turn in that area, though. We have people that are rising to the occasion, like N.T. Wright, who not only writes for academia, but he also writes for, at the popular level, people like William Lane Craig, who is storming into universities all over the world in a debate form, and really causing quite a wave. And I think people like this, God is raising people up, great thinkers that have thought through their faith and have spent much time studying, and who can confidently answer those questions. And they're going in to these places and having a great effect. Well, that's what makes me so excited about being in seminary, the privilege of sitting and studying and thinking about these things. As we work through our semesters and we have so much going on, so much due. I mean, spending so much time studying Hebrew and Greek and church history and all these things that we have so much pressure to get these things in as we have a full life. I want you to remember that you're here for a reason. God has put me here for a reason. God has put you here for a reason. And He's going to use you greatly in the kingdom work. You will be someone who's thought through your faith and who've thought in technical ways so that you can answer those questions biblically and encourage people to read their Bibles and teach them Bible content and teach them theological content. So that's what I'm passionate about. That's what's on my heart, and that's what I love. So I'm very happy to be in this class with you this semester, and thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye.